What's up, y'all? This is Kareem Hayes from Kareem Hayes Photography, and I want to talk about the 5 reasons you haven't started your photography business. So, if this is you, if you're somebody who wants to start a photography business, or you've just started, then you're in the right place. And so, really, I just want to talk to you about some of the things that would be able to help you to get started. First thing is just work with what you have. I remember when I first started, I just had an iPhone 4. That's it. I started on a campaign. I was taking pictures, putting them up on social media. I didn't have a camera. I didn't have a DSLR. I didn't have a C200. I have nothing, right? But I used what I had at the time. And I'm gonna tell you, with the iPhone 4, it really challenged me to learn about lighting, to learn about composition, and really just to learn how to use what I had in my hand. And so eventually she bought me my first camera, but before that, I was just using my iPhone 4 to get it done. Another thing that's important is to watch plenty of YouTube videos. I can't tell you enough that I literally be on my laptop till like 2, 3 in the morning just watching different videos on different cameras, different editing techniques, different shooting techniques, different lighting techniques. There's so much that you can learn right on YouTube, and it's free. You don't have to pay anybody any money. It's totally free. And so it's not like it was before to where you had to read magazines, which magazines are still great, but now information is literally right at our fingertips. You won't be a pro in a day, bro. I can't tell you how many people I know instantly pick up a camera and they just think that now they're at pro status. They might have had the dough, went out and got like $1,000 camera, like and think that that's gonna make all the difference. No, that is not the case. Like, to be perfectly 100, you have to practice. You have to continually practice. This isn't something that you're just gonna get overnight. You got to put in the time and effort. Every chance that you get, you should be taking photos from different angles, trying different techniques, and really just having fun with it. And what you'll understand is that as you continue to learn, you'll learn your camera, and then you'll learn, how to take different photos, and then eventually you will establish your own style. And I know that there's people that we like, different work that we like, that we see on the IG or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, if we're gonna distinguish ourselves and um, be set apart from the crowd, we have to eventually develop our own style and our own technique. Here's a quote here from Wisdom. It says, "The quality of having experience, knowledge, and good judgment, the quality of being wise." And what you all need to understand is that when you're first starting out in something, you're not going to know everything that you need to know. But there are other people that know what you need to know. And so I would really, really encourage you to find you a mentor. This is what I did. This is actually how I was able to excel very quickly in my craft, is because I had two people that I knew. One I knew from middle school, and the other that I knew from high school. And literally, I would ask them questions. They would critique my work. They would say, "Hey, you need to go and listen to this person. You need to go watch this." They would say, "You need to go read this. You need to check out this type of technique." And I listened to them. And see, that's part of having a mentor, is that you have to be willing to listen to them and know. You don't know what you don't know, and you definitely don't know everything. But having somebody or a couple people in your corner that you trust, you like their work, it's really good to have somebody that's there that's giving you that extra eye, because that's what's going to help you to excel and to get better. Connecting with clients definitely starts with a conversation. Photography business, this is a relationship business, right? Many of the clients that I have come through relationships. Either somebody knew them and they referred me, or I knew the clients personally. This is a customer service business. Don't let nobody tell you different. You might have heard that sometimes photographers are mean or whatever the case may be, but this is a relationship business, like point blank, period. I've met with clients, and literally because they love the chat, they love the meeting, they love the conversation, they love just the vibe and the energy. They're like, "Yo, we're gonna go with you." And I'm sure they could have went with a photographer that was way doper than I was, but because they loved the energy, they was like, "Yo, we definitely gonna go with you." All right, so you definitely have to provide good work, great work, but that personality is really what people, they're investing in you. So it's really important to, just as you see in the picture here, to love your neighbor, but really, This is a relationship business. It all starts with a conversation. Now, let's get into the part to where what you need to get started. So first things first is that you need to cop you a basic camera that can take photos. Now earlier I talked about I started with an iPhone, and yes, you start at a point, but eventually you have to invest some money into this. You have to invest some resources. Ask a friend, ask a parent, ask a colleague. Ask your man's, whatever the case may be. Ask your girl, like, yo, I need to get a camera. And I would say I would invest between maybe $600 to $700 just to be able to get you something decent. You could literally go to Best Buy, Amazon, Walmart, anywhere that sells any these type of cameras that you want to cop, one of these joints. And I would even say normally they come with a kit lens. Some packs come with a kit lens and a zoom lens. But if you can grab that and grab you a 50 millimeter, that should definitely be able to get you started. But I would just say, hey, just do your homework. I shoot with Canon most of the time. I like Canon. I'm used to it. I like the controls every now and then. I'll shoot with a Nikon because I do have that as well. But it's really your preference. There's no right or wrong. But it's really just with you. If you want to shoot with Sony, that's cool. Pentax, Fujifilm, Sony, whatever the case may be. If you want to shoot with a film camera, you know what I mean? That's dope. But you have to do the research and really think about what it is that you want to do and the type of work that you want to do as well. Definitely need to get a laptop, get a desktop. I have a laptop. I love it. I've had a desktop in the past, but because I do a lot of work that's on the go, I use a desktop. I also use Lightroom as my editing. I like Lightroom. I'm used to it. I like how it works. There's different other types of editing software that's out there. I pay a subscription for mine, but there are free options that are out there as well. So it's really you just got to do what's best for you. I will also say get an external hard drive because photos do take up a lot of room, a lot of storage on your hard drive. So you definitely want to invest in one of those. And then also for me, I also have an iPad Pro as well because sometimes when I'm meeting with clients, I don't necessarily want to bring my whole laptop with me. I'll just bring my iPad Pro and just have my videos or my video collage already set up on it. So computers are far more cheaper than they were in the past. So you can again go on Amazon. You can go on eBay for different computers. You don't have to get Apple. I've seen people use Dell, HP. I just prefer Apple, is just what I'm used to, and it syncs up to everything that I have. This is really, really important right here. Social media. If you're a person that's not into social media, that's fine. You can still set up a business account, right? You can go on, like I have an IG. And so on that IG literally has gotten me business. I've even done like little not polls, but I've done experiments. I said, all right, let me post up a picture of maybe a portrait because that's probably the type of work that I'm looking to do. So I'm like, all right, let me post a portrait up. And I'm gonna tell you, like 80% of the time, I usually get a call for work. So people have to see, right? This is a business where people also have to see your work, and if they like your work, they'll contact you, right? And so, or also they'll refer you. So it's good to have an Instagram account, have a Facebook account, anywhere that you can showcase your work. Lastly, I would say take the leap of faith, y'all. Listen, you can get out the boat and walk on water for real. Find somebody and ask them to take their photo. It's simple. You can do this with an iPhone, with a Samsung, whatever you got, right? Ask someone to take their pictures. Most times they'll say yes, sometimes they'll say no. That's fine. Take pictures of things in nature. Take pictures of cars. Just get your camera out and take pictures. You got to take reps, right? I know you heard of the masters when you do something 10,000 times. Well, in photography, you have to keep shooting. That's how you get better. That's how you learn, what you're doing. Also, you don't need much to get started. As I said before, $600, $700 should be to get you started. You could work for that. You could beg for it. You can work an extra job, whatever the case may be. If you're serious, you know what I'm saying, you'll make it happen. Practice makes better, and then use your creativity to have fun. This is something that you should have fun doing. It shouldn't feel like work. When I started with photography, it was fun. Even now, it just doesn't feel like work, and I love it. And I love seeing, getting the finished product, out to the people because I just love that satisfaction of knowing that I'm helping someone else to preserve a memory. Let's get connected. If you like this slideshow, this presentation, please let me know. I love to hear in your comments, and also let me know the type of things that you want me to talk about. I'll be happy to do another presentation or even a video, just explaining whatever it is that you want to know. I definitely want to know. I want to be able to help in the best way that I can. You can connect with me on my website, www.kareemhayesphotography.com. I'm also on Instagram, as I said earlier, at Hayes Photography 06. So just hit me up, chat. If you want to shoot the breeze about photography and or whatever the case may be, just let me know. All right, peace.